Hey everyone, welcome to Adventures in Everyday Cooking, where every day can be an adventure in your kitchen. My name is Heather, and today we're doing another Christmas cookie. Today's cookie is the double chocolate crackle cookie. If you've never seen a crackle cookie, they're basically like a little brownie baked in cookie form, covered in powdered sugar. And when they rise and expand, the powdered sugar breaks and makes this beautiful cookie. And if you've had this cookie before, you probably know that they're really good and they're gooey and they're kind of like a brownie. They are so delicious. But today we're going to do double chocolate. So if you're ready for this adventure, let's get started. You're going to need half a cup of butter, half a cup of sugar, half a cup of brown sugar, 1 large egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 cup of flour, half of a cup plus 2 tablespoons of unsweetened natural cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. For the rolling portion, you're going to need 3 tablespoons of sugar and 1 cup of powdered sugar. Okay, I should have mentioned in the intro that this cookie takes 2 days to complete. You're going to want to make your batter before bed the night before, put it in the refrigerator, and then it will be ready for you when you're ready to do cookies the next day. Alternately, you can make it in the same day, but it really needs to be in the refrigerator for about 4 hours before you can work with it because it's a really sticky dough. So just trust me on this. I usually make mine the day before, like right before bed. I'll whip them all together and then I will throw them in the refrigerator and go to bed. Then the next day, whenever I want to do them, they're ready for me. So yesterday I did the cookies for you and this is what I did. So in a large bowl, we're gonna beat together the butter, the sugar, and the brown sugar until it's light and fluffy. We're gonna add the egg and the vanilla, and then we're gonna beat on high until it's combined. Next, I'm gonna sift together and into the bowl the flour, the cocoa powder, the baking soda, and the salt. Then we're going to start the mixer on low and slowly incorporate all of those together. Now we're going to add in our chocolate chips and mix it well. This cookie dough will be thick and very, very sticky. Then we're going to cover the dough tightly and chill it in the refrigerator at least 4 hours and up to 3 days. And once it comes out of the refrigerator, you will get this amazing looking, really dark cookie dough. Now, if you have refrigerated it overnight, it needs to sit on the counter for about 10 minutes before you work with it. Otherwise, it's really hard to actually put into balls. But if you have left it in the refrigerator for like days before you made it, up to like 3 days, you are going to want to let it sit here until it's a little malleable. So just keep that in mind. We want it cold, but it's not so cold that we can't work with it. All right, so I'm going to take my little Pampered Chef medium scoop and I'm going to get little scoops of this dough and I'm just going to push the dough right into the cookie ball like this so that they're all kind of the same size. So as you can see, we have this nice little scoop of dough. Now I'm going to roll it into a ball. I'm going to roll it in the white sugar first, and then I'm going to roll it in the powdered sugar. And then we're going to take our prepared baking tray and we're going to just get it right on. And when we put our cookies down, we need them to be about 3 inches apart because they are going to spread a little bit. Now, a lot of people wonder why we're rolling in regular sugar and then powdered sugar. It's the texture. You really want to have that crinkly kind of crunchy bit whenever you bite into this cookie. Don't skip it. All right, so let's just continue for the whole pan. It'd be really great at this point if you had someone doing the cookies with you, because then someone could be rolling them while someone else is rolling them in the sugar. So maybe I'll just do a whole bunch and then get them right onto the pan after I roll them. So I'm not switching hands and getting sugar all over everything. They remind me of little truffles, but they certainly do not taste like truffles. They taste way better than truffles in my opinion. I'm not a super fan of the texture of truffles, but I really love the crinkle cookies. They're one of my favorite. When I asked my husband I asked him what cookies he wanted me to make for this party and share. He was like, well, I don't know. I like all cookies. So I gave him a picture of a plate of Christmas cookies. And I said, if I was to set this plate of Christmas cookies in front of you, I want to know which cookie you would take. And he said, this chocolate crinkle cookie. And so I was like, that's good enough for me. So that's why I decided to make this one. And yes, it's a little fussy. It's okay. I know I'm not a super fan. Those of you who have been on the channel for a while, I know I'm not a super fan of being fiddly and fussy with cookies or really anything, but these cookies taste so good that it's worth it. And they look so darn beautiful when they come out. I can't not even hardly wait to show you how beautiful they are if you have never seen a crinkle cookie before. They're just so cute and they're just so delicious. And I use dark chocolate in mine. I know the recipe calls for semi-sweet chocolate, but my husband is a fan of dark chocolate, so I use dark chocolate in mine. And you could use milk if you wanted to. They would be really, really rich if you used milk, which is why they tell you to use semi-sweet, but you could use dark and get that bitter dark flavor in your cookies, or you could just use semi-sweet or milk. Or white even. You could use white chips. That's more like vanilla. I don't know. I've never used white chips. Maybe don't do that because I don't know how they taste. All right. At this point, you probably need to know that you need to preheat your oven to 350. So make sure your oven is preheating as you're rolling, or else you're going to be very sad that you're going to have to stick your cookies back in the refrigerator because you do not want them to warm up. You want to keep them cool before you cook them. That will be ideal to help them plump up and spread out the way that they should. So make sure your oven is preheated. Okay, so while I'm putting these together, I'm curious as to what your favorite holiday cookie is. Like my husband, his favorite is not anything I showed him a picture of. He likes all cookies, but there are a lot of people who have their favorite cookie. Like my sister loves pizzelles, and her family in Colorado make them every year. And we usually I make all kinds of cookies. One of our family's favorite cookies is the oatmeal cinnamon chip cookie. It's a gluten-free cookie that is absolutely out of this world. I may have made it for this channel in the past, but I haven't made it in a couple of years because I can't find cinnamon chips. Like I have not seen them in years and years. And you definitely need cinnamon chips to make these oatmeal cookies amazing. All right, those are ready to go in the oven. We're gonna bake it for 11 minutes in a 350 oven. All right, and while those are cooking, I'll get the rest of them ready, but I will be back whenever they're out and just slightly cooled to show you what they look like. And the last of them have just come out, and you guys, look how incredibly fun these are. So these basically taste like every bit of the brownie that edge brownie lovers love. These are so chewy and crispy and delicious. They're amazing. If you're a brownie lover, you simply must try the crinkle cookies. Oh man. Oh man. Like I said, if you're a fan of brownies, and you're a fan of cookies, here you go. The double chocolate crinkle cookie. Let's break into one so I can show you what's on the inside. Okay, look at how cute they are. And then we're gonna break into them. Oh, I don't even know if you could see it because it is such a dark, delicious cookie. It's like a brownie on the inside, and it tastes like a brownie, but it's not. It's a crunchy but chewy, perfect texture crinkle cookie with little bits of dark chocolate sprinkled throughout like a taste of heaven. Thanks, honey, for suggesting this one. My girls at my cookie exchange are gonna be super excited to eat these or share them. Although I'm not going to judge what they do with the cookies they take home, but these are delicious. I should probably get off here and not eat anymore. This is my third cookie. It's fine. They are really good. I had one when it first came out of the oven just to check doneness and texture because they're really hard to tell if they're done or not. So you have to test them. So the first batch that came out at exactly 11 minutes, I scooped one off and it was a little too underdone, so I stuck them back in. But I ate that one. Even though it was a little underdone, I ate it. Then the second batch that came out at about 12.5 to 13 minutes, I had to check it again because, you know, you just got to make sure. And I ate that one as well. And now took 13 minutes in my oven, which, yes, my oven's still on the fritz. It's fine. I just watch them like a hawk, and it works most of the time. But there you go, Crinkle cookies. All right, you guys, did you enjoy that video? If you did, give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. I do videos several times a week, and I'm always looking for the next adventure. I might even have one more cookie up my sleeve, and it's a weird one. One I am pretty sure no one watching this channel has ever eaten before. And if you have, kudos to you, because I'd never heard of this cookie before, and I'm gonna do it. So stay tuned in another couple days, another cookie coming your way. All right, you guys, we'll see you on the next adventure. Bye.